Good morning, y'all. It's Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. I'm going to talk a little bit about our fireworks display. Going to talk a little bit about a fishing report, which it's all going to be changing here pretty soon. They're cutting the water back some now. The trimming's getting back down to normal. We did have storms all night last night. I don't know how much rain who got, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bring the lake back up anymore. Chance of storms tonight and tomorrow, I think. But it don't look like that much water coming. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the fireworks display. Most of you guys know July 3rd every year since COVID, we've put on a big fireworks display, hog roast, feed everybody. Last year we did have to start charging $5 a plate for food, which you get plenty of food, lots of sides, pulled pork sandwiches, hot dogs, all kinds of stuff, sausages, stuff like that. A lot of businesses donate to this. Last year I think we had about 15 or 18 different businesses or individuals that donated to it beforehand, kind of help pay for the firework expenses. Most of the food's being donated. We've already got that covered. Pretty well, side dishes will be the only food that's not covered yet, and we've always got plenty of people that bring that stuff. So as far as businesses so far, Donna's Drive-In, they was the first ones to donate. We appreciate that. Thank you all. True Spec Exteriors, they're kind of out of Climax Springs area, Browns Bend area. Do metal roofs, siding, any kind of exterior work they can do. Their phone number is 573-239-4920. Another one that's donated multiple years, Rocky's Handyman Service. He's donating again this year. Garrett Knox with Twin Lakes Underground does fiber optic cable. He donated us a big spool of pipe for mortar racks. I appreciate that. And the Fallen Outdoors is going to donate again, and they will have a booth set up all day or half the day out here. For people that haven't been by before, we usually have bounce houses. Last year we didn't do the water slides and all that just because it makes so much of a mess up there. We will have the bounce houses and stuff again this year. There will be a $5 wristband for kids probably, or something, just so we know who's supposed to be in there and who's not. We've had some issues the last couple years. Kids wanting to be hoodlums and not be respectful, trying to tear stuff up. So we'll be doing that again this year, I would say. Really, that's about all I've got about the fireworks display. Last year, they was calling for rain. A lot of people backed out, didn't come. We still probably had, I would say, 7,000 to 9,000 people here viewing it. We'll try to do it whether in between rains or whatever, like last year. Rained early in the afternoon. We made it work. We had about an hour and 15 minutes it didn't rain, and I got everything shot off, and just as I got done, it started pouring, so it worked out perfect. So it is a really good display. It's probably one of the better displays around the area. Most of you guys know Osage Bluff. Jason down there does a really good display too. Mine and his are probably two of the longest shows around. So if you're wanting to see good shows, do not miss them too. Mine's the 3rd, and I think I just seen him post his was the 5th. So make sure you go to them too. And I think he's doing vendors and stuff this year too. He started doing that last year. And we'll have the hibachi ice cream set up. I'm not sure what other vendors we'll have set up, but it probably won't be a whole lot just because we don't have the room here. But there will be some stuff set up. So on to the fishing. Truman, y'all that watch my Facebook, you've seen all the hybrid pictures, white bass, crappie, catfish pictures from this week. It's just now starting to get really good. A lot of fish starting to scatter out on them flats, finally coming down out of the rivers and out of the creeks. I look for it just to get better. There's not a lot of hybrids in the lake yet. I haven't really seen any big schools. Maybe 20 fish is the biggest school I've seen. And that was over on Tebow. And it was really short-lived. I think we caught 6 of them real quick, and then it was over, and I never seen them again. So that's kind of the way it's been. You'll find a little pot of them, and you better catch what you can out of them because they'll vanish on you. There's just so much bait out there in the lake right now. They're just roaming, chasing bait. Same way with the crappie. There's some starting to come into the brush piles up there. Not a lot. The ones I've talked to fishing the brush piles, it's catching quite a few smaller crappie, 9-inch fish, 9.5-inch fish. All the big crappie I was catching this week, I was either right above the dam fishing them big schools of black crappie that's roaming around up there, or just trolling crankbaits in the big coves. Little Tebow has been really good. The lower Grand, around KK Island even. There's been a bunch of crappie over there. I caught some over there trolling. Big Palmy, I caught some over there trolling. Just right there around the 83 bridge. I kind of bounced all over the lake trolling crankbaits, hoping to find some hybrids. Didn't have much luck at that. I was hoping to find some of the bigger schools. They're just not showing up yet. Lots of schools of, 4 to 20 fish though. So they're just moving constantly with all that bait. Few catfish starting to come back out on the flats. I've seen some catfish off some of the points that's got water drawn across them finally. Like 03, it always gets a few catfish on it. G4, I've seen a few catfish over there, not very many. KK, I've seen a few starting to filter in out there. Just kind of anywhere there's some current drawing is starting to get a few catfish on it. So that's kind of what I've been finding. I have not talked to a whole lot that has fished the upper arms. I know they're still catching a lot of crappie out of Bucksaw. I've heard Tally Bend. I've had several people tell me they managed to catch limits at Tally Bend up there. Not 100% sure on how deep. Most of them was jig fishing, hair jigs probably. Have seen a few more big crappie come off Truman. One of the guys I know up there, he caught one yesterday that's 3.5 pounds, really good crappie. Looked like it still had eggs in it. It was fat as could be. So still a lot of them that probably didn't spawn. But that's all I've got as far as Truman. Well, I do want to mention walleye up there. I have caught a couple walleye on the flats now. I have caught a couple walleye in the creeks trolling crankbaits. Caught one on a jigging spoon when I was actually catching a bunch of crappie on jigging spoons. I did catch one walleye when I was doing that. Caught one on a live shad on a flat. They are scattered everywhere. So I have not caught 2 out of the same spot, but they are starting to show up too. So I look for June to be really good this year for walleye. Lake gets back down to normal, they'll all be on them shallow points, shallow flats. Lake of the Ozarks, I think it's going to be really good. If they cut this water back, we keep enough rain coming in, they can trickle a little bit of water. I think there'll be a lot of walleye caught off Lake of the Ozarks this year. Just kind of trolling crankbaits shallow on some of them flats, and vertical jigging like a 1/2 ounce head with a gulp minnow or something on it. That works awesome on Lake of the Ozarks. You don't see it too much on Truman, but it does work good on Ozarks. So Lake of the Ozarks. Catfish bite is still pretty good, kind of spotty. They cut the water back yesterday. I tried drift fishing, back bouncing, anchor fishing. We caught fish every spot we fished. We caught fish drifting. We caught fish back bouncing. There was nothing really on fire. Chad Short was down there yesterday. He was catching a lot of small eater fish, and I mean a lot. He was suspend drifting way up high. And I seen the fish on the graph. I just didn't try to fish them. Like 10, 15 foot up off the bottom. Kind of like almost got a thermocline down there right now. A little bit of low oxygen maybe. Just in the last 3 or 4 days, he said that's happened. I thought it was mostly white bass and shad and crappie and stuff like that, but he said it was all them smaller blue cat that was all up off the bottom. But we still caught a bunch of fish. He caught a bunch of fish. He had one big fish. I had one maybe 15, 17 pounds. That was the biggest we had. So catfish bite's still good down there. Just varies on where they're at, I guess. But crappie, there was still a lot of crappie caught right below the dam yesterday on the east side. Quite a few white bass I heard are coming out. People in the shop said they was doing decent. Catfish down there off the rocks, there were several caught. Dead water, there was a few caught. They're just kind of scattered all over, like I said. Just go fishing. Fresh cut shad, fresh cut bluegill is always going to be your best. Drum, it's getting into the hotter time of year. Drum, buffalo, carp, any of that is really good fresh. Your next best bet would be frozen bait. We do sell frozen shad. Might still have a few packages of frozen skipjack left. We'll have plenty of shad for Memorial Day weekend. I do know that. I still got a freezer and a half full. We'll have plenty of minnows, goldfish, chicken liver, baked shrimp, stuff like that. We'll have plenty of. Really, that's about all I've got as far as fishing wise. I have not heard of hardly any hybrids coming out below the dam. It's been really, really few and far between. So, I've had people say, oh, they seen one 8-pounder caught or something like that, but nothing consistent. I did put a post up on Facebook the other day for those of you that follow me on there. I mentioned maybe having a catfishing sale for Memorial Day weekend. It will probably be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sale. What I'm thinking, I have got a ton of catfishing rods in here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'll get something printed up and probably won't post it till last minute. Probably be $10 off a rod or something like that. I might try to come up with something else for people that buy a whole set of rods. Some kind of, maybe one of the Mad Catz black lights or something like that. I don't know yet. But I do have some of them coming in. So we've got a ton of reels in here. The Pisces funds, I will probably place another order of them today. Just so a lot of people, I think, are wanting to go to them instead of like the Mad Catz reels. I think they're a little bit better reel maybe and cheaper. They don't look near as cool though. I'll show you guys kind of, that's what I was just looking at, trying to look and see what reels I had left. I'm going to flip this camera around here and kind of show you guys what we got. So, there's all the original Mad Cat colors. We got the pins still, pin squalls. Everybody that knows, I think that's one of the heaviest built, cheaper price catfishing reels we have. We do have the Garcias, the Pisces funds. We've got them. There's them new Mad Catz with the thumb bar. We've got several of them. We ain't got all the colors. They was out of stock. We got several of the big spinning reels. We have sold the heck out of their smaller spinning reels. And I put a lot on combos too and sold some on combos. So, we have probably got more rods than Walmart has right now. Here's some of them ones that are going to be probably $10 off or something like that. There's some Hellcats in there, Whisker Seekers, Mad Catz. I've got a bunch of meat hunters. I might do them $10 off a piece. I don't know yet. I might even have some of my signature series catfishing rods at $10 a piece, or $10 off a piece. There's some of them new Hellcats. They're pretty cool looking rods. Heavy, but they look cool. So we've got several of the meat hunters still, and I think them do all glow under black light now too, like that. Might even do some of these longer ones, you know. Might do $10-15 off on some of them. We'll see. So we'll do a little bit more of a walk through the shop. It's kind of crowded in here right now, but Crush City, a few of them are out of stock. Not too bad. They've been selling like crazy. Everybody's starting to catch walleye and white bass and hybrids on them. Still got a good supply of harms, slab busters. Everybody comes in asking what's that cotton candy color they're hearing about. Everybody's saying they're using. There it is. We've got a ton of them. I did get my 1/4 ounce rally time jigs. I'm still waiting on the 3/8 and a 1/2 ounce on them. They should be here, probably not this week, hopefully next week or the week after. I placed a really big order for them and they was already backed up. Bigger than normal order. I do have a lot of bass stuff on order. This weekend we have probably had more of the bass tournament guys in here than we have ever had before with all the big tournaments in town right now. I am picking up some of the Crush City plastics just because the swim baits have done so good. I do want to get in like their hedgehog, kind of like a brush hog sorta. I've had a few of them ask for that. Yesterday I got asked for a couple other of the Crush City stuff. I've got a lot of the brush hog colors I can't get now. For any of you guys that run these little jigging wraps, I might run them on sale too. Knock them $2 off or something, try to get rid of them. I don't hardly sell any of them anymore. Plenty of Engel coolers, plenty of the actual live wells. Goldfish, we got them. Got plenty of minnows this morning. I will order up on these rock crawlers. They've got hit pretty hard this weekend. A lot of them bass guys was buying bombers, rock crawlers, a lot of Strike King stuff. I'm going to work on that here in just a minute. Of course, the bandits have been hit very hard. I didn't quite order enough of them on some of the colors. Still got plenty of Pitcos. I ordered a ton of extras. Some of you walleye guys, you might check out these new bandit walleye shad. They are pretty cool looking. Them should be really good. I don't think I ever posted it, but we did get the beanies in finally. Got a couple different ones. Mike Rental, if you're watching, we got one of these right here with Sasquatch on it with your name on it. Got the visors, got some cups. I am hoping my Grizzly cooler order comes in this week. I did get them all customized. They got Cody's bait and tackle on them now. Them crappie markers that everybody asks about, I will get more of them in this week. They've kind of sold down this weekend. We got that slime line, crappie line back in. Still got a few bait tanks in here for anybody wanting to run live shad for catfishing or hybrid fishing, either one. Plenty of shirts still. We did sell that through most of our hoodies. These are the older shirts that we had from last year and the year before that didn't sell. I think I'm gonna run them $10 a piece this next weekend, whatever sizes we got. It's a lot of smalls and mediums in there. I think they're gonna get put on a rack outside for 10 bucks a piece. So we'll kind of see how that goes. We might have a few more little sale items in here too. We'll see. I appreciate everything, y'all. I'm gonna jump off here. This is a little bit longer video than what I normally do, but I will try to post an update on this right before next weekend, probably on Friday morning. So thank you all. Have a good one. Good luck for if anybody's fishing in these tournaments today. Have a good one.